Hi guys, Prime here, back with another custom review. Today we're looking at the Transformers Legacy Animated Universe Prowl. So here it is in his bike mode. And of course, when we look at the figure, we look at the paints. So it starts with the sprays. I used matte black on most of this. And then the usual light gray surface primer, and then clear coat. It's of course a clear coat after you're done. And then I used flat black, some hand painted areas or just things I had to fix. Gold leaf, which we'll get more into in a little bit. Some light gray. Dark yellow. Sky blue. Dark gray. And metallic blue. So not as much as Sideways was the last time, but it was still a nice little chunk, about normal, I'd say. And just here he is in his bike mode, and just I had such a fun time with Sideways. I ended up doing this too, and I do like how it turned out. Though I do think Sideways did come out a little bit better, but I don't think this came out bad either. I did definitely have a goal of trying to make the bike on this be more visually interesting, since Sideways the only real thing it had was just like the paint up front, and then the rest of it was just kind of whatever. Whereas this one I tried to really make it neat to look at. Like I did the wheels as an homage to the original's wheels, because, you know, the original wheels are gray, but I didn't want to paint the wheels themselves, so I painted, like, the inner around, I painted, like, around gray, and then I did the middle in gold. Then, of course, he has some gold going down the side, because that is just a Prowl trait. It's got some in the back there. And then this whole bit, I'm really happy with how this turned out, because this is a nod to something the normal toy has, to where, like, that's, like, gray on the normal toy. And so I tried to paint it to where the thighs would line up with this, to where, like, the middle would still have the black going down it, but then this section would be the, like, this sort of, like, the dark yellow. And I really like how it turned out. It was just really neat. I was super excited to see how that would come all together, and it really did. And just to bring it for a comparison, here is the Samurai Prowl. So this isn't quite the original one, which, yes, the gold coloring is unfortunately, like, very different. See, I didn't have that much gold leaf left, and my initial idea was to mix that and copper to get a color that's close to that. And if I waited, because I couldn't get any at the store I normally go to, I'd have to wait, like, I'd have to delay this custom by, like, 2 or 3 weeks, and I didn't quite want to do that. So I was like, you know, this is a new take. It'll be different. So it's just what ended up happening. So unfortunately, sorry if anyone's really upset by this, but just if you try to do this yourself, mix some mix like Tamiya gold leaf and then their copper, and you can probably get a color that's pretty close. But actually, this is actually a junker one that doesn't have the head for Samurai Prowl, and I was gonna try to take the light bars off this and put it on there, but from how the arms work, you know, like this is like the sides of the arms, it wouldn't have worked out too well, so I figured it'd be best just to not. But yeah, also another neat thing, bring this back in one more time, is that the original Prowl figure, this is the like a gray, and I didn't realize on Samurai it's blue, because at first I was like, man, I wish I could change this to gray so it matched, but now I'm like, never mind, it matches this one. So we're good. Even though, you know, if kind of hoping that repaint to this thing will have different clear color for that, because I'd love to be able to mix and match a few. It'd be fun. But yeah, anyways, that is it for the bike mode. So let's go ahead and get him into his robot mode. And in robot mode, you can definitely see where most of the paint was used. Just looking at here right quick, like the legs here, I actually painted in these. Because I know you're supposed to have like those little circles painted gold, but I figured this would be something nice to make it a bit more striking, a little bit different. Of course, he's got the dark yellow thighs, which I'm really surprised of how closely this matches the color on the original toy. Like, it's just a little bit darker, which I don't mind for just a modernized look. Then we get to see like the double layered crotch here now, which I think looks really nice. The hands I even painted, which I have to be very careful with the painted hands, because I have to make sure when I lift these I don't do them in, but I lift them up and down. Otherwise it does like scratch these. I have an issue with that. gold in here, and then the chest. Once again, I run into the issue of the front of the chest, like the chest in the original design is this. So I couldn't use this. So I kind of just like did it the best I could with just the fact that like most of his chest is actually gold, which didn't really hit me until I was like sitting there with the toy, and I was like, wow, like literally just like the top bit is gold, and then like a little bit at the bottom is black, and the middle is just the windshield. So I figured this would be like a nice little split the difference. And then the head here, the head here is it's the Beast Hunter's Prowl head, or more specifically, it's that Streetwise repaint that happened. Since that head was actually designed to be kind of like animated Prowl in the Prime aesthetic. So, I mean, finally seeing it given to an animated Prowl is pretty fun, though I can say the neck is a bit long. Like, it's... Which I had to actually put some masking tape on the ball joint so this would all stay on there securely, but no, it works. Which I guess the joy of the neck being so long is it's, like, super expressive, you know? You see a little bit of tape there, but it's not too bad. Though, I mean, technically I could maybe try to shorten this if I, like, cut it, re-glue it, and, like, drill a pin in there, since this whole back piece can detach. So, I don't know, maybe in the future, but not for now. I can deal with this. Plus, again, just, like, how this head looks is really nice. I love seeing this in just, like, animated Prowl colors. It's just, like, a modernized look on his head. Yeah, just to bring in that comparison once again, here he is, this time with the just regular Prowl, not the Samurai one. Which, for one, yeah, Deluxes of Shrank, we can have that conversation right quick, but then also, paint. There are a few things I didn't think about doing, like I didn't do the gold on the sides of the thighs there, but I figured that it would be better just to have it look like this. He's got enough detail going on, I'm sure we can omit that. And then, of course, like, this whole bit was the beige, or like the weird beige color, so that's why it's very similarly here. The hands, like, you can see where a lot of the color choices came from, pretty much. And then, yeah, what I mean about the chest is that, like, most of it is the gold, except it's like looking at it dead in the front, the black is just there and a little bit on the sides, so that's why there's not too much black on the chest. I think I had a nice balance, and then I kind of tried to treat these vents as the lights. You know, like the lights of the motorcycle there. I kind of try to make them similar to that, which I think works. That's what the metallic blue was for. And then this gray, you know, I did that. Like, there was this little molded section there. I thought it'd be a fun nod to the fact that wheels are normally supposed to be there. And then, just for the fun of it, get them looking in the right direction, let's bring in the last custom sideways. And then RC herself, which is just like, it's really neat to me just how versatile this mold is. Like, here's 3 distinct looks for this mold, just with all the stuff you can do. Because, I mean, like, I know someone who actually put, like, a slot in here and made a slot for that to tab into the chest. So, technically, if you got real creative, you could do that and make it even look even more distinct. But it's just, like, just seeing all the different things. Like, I try to make sure that they all look distinct from each other. Like, for example, all 3 of them do not have the same leg paints. Like, I painted those 2 bits for him, but then she has the knee spikes and these, and then for him I painted, like, just all the lower legs, but not the knee spikes. And then I even tried to make it to where, like, she just had the silver, where these 2 don't have any paint there. And then both of these guys have vents, and she doesn't, so just, you know. I tried to make each of them look different and unique in their own terms. I think it all turned out pretty great. Though granted, I haven't really figured out a weapon for Prowl yet. Because, you know, he's supposed to have ninja stars that come out of his wheels, because animated was beautiful. But, of course, I can't make that here. I kind of thought about it because I had the extra Samurai Prowl weapon, like maybe taking off the blade and doing something with that. Maybe I can just make it a sword. He can have a sword. I don't know. If I figure something out, I'll probably post a community post photo or something. Be like, here you go. But yeah, overall, I do think this was really fun. I love animated. It's my favorite Transformers show, but I don't really get to talk about it much. Just because, you know, it's already long past, and Hasbro will never acknowledge it ever happened. So this gives me a chance to. And I definitely like it for that. I don't know if I'll do more animated customs in the future, if I get any decent ideas. I have seen the thing where you can turn like Trailbreaker into Ratchet, but Ratchet is entirely white and red, and that would be pain. Which is the only thing that stops me from that, but Hasbro, hey, it'd be nice. Be pretty nice, if you do it. You could use the Earthrise Trailbreaker mold for something other than the eventual Diaclone repaint. But yeah. Anyways, that is pretty much all I have to say. So, please be sure to check out my channel for more video and custom reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. You can also check my Facebook and Tumblr pages, links in the description below. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.